Hello, I'm going to do a quick tutorial today on uploading an image to S3 using React and Node. I'm actually going to do two videos. This first one is just going to be React. So we're going to talk about how to get the image from the user's computer and send it to your backend. And then I'll do a second video where we set up an endpoint that gets that post request from the front end and sends it to S3. So your front end, maybe you have like a profile page or something where you have a picture, you need the ability to upload a new picture for a user. It's actually really easy. I'm going to use this library because it's great. React Images Upload. You do your npm install for React Images Upload, and then we can honestly just copy and paste a lot of this. That's how easy this is. We are going to use this image uploader, and so we're importing that component. We can now pop it in right there. And there's a lot of options here. It's using 5. You can read about all the options down here. I am actually going to add in this with preview. When you select an image, it shows you a preview of the image, which is really handy. So I'm going to add that in. I like that one. And then this is the text that's going to be on the button that says, select images or whatever. These are the different file extensions that you can have. And for some reason, the example has .gif twice, so I'm taking that out. Max file size, and then onChange. OnChange says anytime a new image is added or selected using this uploader, what do? There's this function, this.onDrop. We have not created that function yet. They actually have an example here for that, so I'm just going to keep copy and pasting. We need to bind to that function. And I'm pretty sure I copied an extra curly brace. I did. And then all this function's doing, this onDrop, is each time a picture is selected, is adding it to this.state.pictures array. It's just going to add it in. So this is just going to be an empty array. And you'll notice in the example that's what they have. Pictures is an empty array. Now, going back to our profile, you'll notice this piece got added in for us. This is a component from that library where you say select images, and it allows you to select some images. I told it to allow GIFs, so let's select a GIF, and the GIF works. Another cool thing with the library is that you can select multiple images at once, and it will select them both for you. Now notice I've selected 2 kitties and 1 puppy. So all this has done so far is take the image from the user's computer and save it on state. Now we need a function that takes the images on state and sends them to your backend, where you can upload them to S3, save it to your database, whatever you need to do. And then when we get our result back, then you'd, whatever you want, clear state, display the new profile image, whatever it is. Okay. So we need another function that actually uploads our images to the backend. Just for now, and then we'll comment this out. Let's console.log this.state.pictures just to see what information is being saved about each image. Once again, let's bind our function. And we need a button that fires off that function. So maybe we have a button that says upload images. And it fires off this upload images. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Select an image. Let's select the puppy. And when we upload our images, what do we got? It is keeping track of, so this is an array on state. For each one, it has a last modified date, the name, the size, the type. Okay. So that's the name, puppy.jpg, and that is the name of the file saved on my computer. So it's just basically copying that over. So what I want to do is, for each image in that array, we're going to send an Axios call, axios.post, a post request, and we're going to send along some form data. So 1 form data and Axios call per image. So, my cat's playing. You can hear her. An Axios call returns a promise, and since we have an array of images, we're going to have an array of promises. We're going to send off a bunch of Axios calls. So what I'm going to do, so our upload promises this.state.pictures.map. You could do a for loop if you wanted. It's the same thing as a map, but basically for each one we're going to send off an Axios call. So for each image, let's just let data equal new form data. And then we do data.append. It's an image that we're appending, and then we append the actual image here. And then it wants a name that we're going to associate with that. And since we have the name stored here on state, image.name, basically. Image.name. Great. And then we're going to send an axios.post, and this is to your backend. So this is some endpoint that you've set up. In this case, I've set up this upload images endpoint. And for a post request, you can send along, this is the body of the request. We're going to send along that form data that we created. This is it, right? We're going to send off these requests. And axios.all says wait for every single request to come back before firing the .then. So we have our results that come back. Let's log them. And if we get any errors, let's log that too, just to see what happens. Let's give that a shot and see what it does. Axios is not defined. We have an error already. Import Axios from Axios. Opa. What's going on here? Oh man, struggling. Okay, import Axios from Axios. Let's select two images since we have that promised.all in there, or axios.all. We have a cat and a dog. Let's upload them. Errors. Okay. Status code 404 not found. API/upload images is not found. So I have the wrong URL. And that is because it is /upload image, singular. And I named it that for a reason, because we're sending one Axios per image. So we really are just uploading one image. We're just doing it over and over again for each image. So now, if we select multiple images and say upload those images, oh, we're still logging state. That's fine. We can take that out. That is the result from the server. So we have an array of results because we sent an array of Axios calls. And for each one, we get the download URL. So let's take out this. Server response. So the .map, for anyone that doesn't know, it basically just makes a new array. So I'm saying for each image in this array, return an axios.post. So we're going to end up with axios.post, axios.post. For each image here, we end up with a post. So this is literally an array of promises, and so when it comes back, result is going to be an array of fulfilled promises. So instead of res.data, you're going to have res is an array, res0.data. Each item will have a .data. Let me show you what I mean. Let's do that again with two images so you can see what I mean there. Upload images, and okay, server response. This is res, whatever variable name you've called it. I've called it results. So results 0.data has download URL. Results 1.data has a download URL. Let's go look at, oh my goodness, can't copy it. There we go. And I think it copied some quotes, which we don't want, so let's get rid of that. This is our download URL for the image, and it should actually download it. Yeah, look at that. There we go. My computer is slow.com. It's opening the image. Oh, no, it's not. I don't have an image software, I guess. There it is. So that's it. The next video is going to go over the back end. All this video did is take it from the user's computer and get it to Node, or your back end, whatever the back end is. Now I'm going to do a video with Node that's where you set up the endpoint that gets this information and sends it to S3.